Yo, it's Jay Legend, Battle Rap Opinions. Thank you, everybody who's been rocking with us. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the alert button so you know when the new joints are coming out. There really is no time schedule for them. They're kind of random. I was trying to do it like once a week, but sometimes we put out two a week. It all depends what's going on. This joint right here was with A.R.P. From Rare Breed Entertainment. We talked about the Writers Card, Writers Volume 1 that's happening September 2nd at Funkadelic Studios, 2 p.m. In the description box, you see the link for you to be able to purchase the video on demand or the link for you to purchase tickets. So make sure you do so. I'll be in the building. Myself and A.R.P. were both in transition. We were on the move when we did this particular interview, and what happened was the last 3 to 5 minutes, the actual recording device cut off. I think it had a lot to do with the fact that we were both on the road doing two separate things, and I don't know. I really don't have the full explanation, but forgive me for that. At the end of this particular joint, I'll explain what it was he was saying, because he starts to answer the question I asked, and then I guess I'll just finish it off for him. Thank you for rocking with us. Make sure you subscribe and hope you enjoy. Don't forget to comment. Alright, y'all, we got the homie A.R.P. on the phone, co-owner R.B. What's poppin', A.R.P.?
Yo, salute. What up, man? Appreciate you having me back again, man.
Yeah,
What's going on with you?
thanks for coming on, man. I'm real interested in this Writers Volume 1 card you got going on, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we just a few weeks away, September 2nd. You know what I'm saying? This weekend, we got the Mayweather and Conor going down, and then after that, it's time to get back to battle rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Writers Volume 1 going down September 2nd, Saturday, Funkadelic Studios. How you feeling about it?
Well, I'm very interested in this because the majority of the matchups, I just can't wait to really see. I think that you have a potential for a few classics on here, especially for the hardcore fans and not the dick riders. I think
Yeah.
you got something.
I'm glad you said that too, because that was actually the point of keeping it in a small room. We definitely came out the gate and really tried to open the game up to the small room settings when we kicked off the Validation series, and we kind of stamped that pound small room. And building a card like this, there's a lot of firepower on there, and those that have been in Funkadelic Studios, those that have performed in Funkadelic Studios before, they know it's a real small room.
Yep.
And we could have took a card like this to a bigger spot, a bigger venue, but we kept it there for this reason because, like you said, there's some potential classics on there. So in that small room environment, it's the same place where you're seeing battles like A.R.P. and Bonnie and JC versus Craig Lamar. It's the same place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So keeping it there.
I've been in that venue before, and I definitely know, especially both being at that venue and then later on watching stuff on cam. I just feel like there's so much dopeness, and the example too also comes from that Craig Lamar and JC. I love that battle. I've watched it back a few times, and even though most of the time I give it to JC, it's just hard. Like, you can watch that battle; it has a lot of replay value.
Appreciate that. Yeah, that's the best battle so far of the entire Validation Small Room series that we've put out. We've done 5 of those cards already.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the best battle in that series so far. And like even that small room setting, a matchup like that was part of the outcome. The crowd is damn near part of the battle.
Yeah.
You hear them chanting and screaming and all that shit. And, come on, Craig, or them ad libs and shit that just brings the whole vibe to life. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, we going right back there September 2nd for yet again a new RBE series. Us doing what we do, which is just bringing new shit to the game. You know, putting that focus on just the writers. You know what I'm saying? The majority of the cards set up in that fashion. So we're gonna see what we get.
Man, did you come up with all the matchups, or was that just the staff in general, or were these people calling each other
It's
out?
always it's always a combination of the team. You know what I'm saying? It's always a combination of the team. I can't take credit for everything. Trust me, there's some sick shit that comes out of RBE, and when it's time, I will take my credit because I'm proud of some of my ideas too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for example, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. The concept and the name, that was my idea. You know what I'm saying? Starting 5, you know, that was Shotta's idea. I mean, in the same way, Lawrence brings ideas to the table too. So it's kind of a combination of us three for this card. Like Loso being on the card was Lawrence's idea. You know what I'm saying? That was totally Lawrence's idea. Like we fuck with Loso so heavy, but we just wasn't thinking about like trying to get him on this first card. And when he mentioned it, it clicked for us. Like, yeah, you know what? That is a great idea. And then you see other battles like maybe Danger Zone and Big Cannon. That might be my idea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Shotta might throw his in. So it's a collaborative effort when it comes to the matchups, man. But we kind of be on the same page regardless. So.
Well, you mentioned Loso, and I have to say, me personally, I am a fan or a supporter of Jay Murder, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the number one thing I've been hearing from different people about this card is everyone's trying to figure out how does Jay Murder fit under the theme, so to speak, of writers. What's your take?
Yeah. I've heard that a bunch of times. You know, we're not deaf, and we see the comments, we see the tweets. Hold on one second. Is this cop pulling me over? All right, he breathing. I was like, God damn, what the fuck did I do? But we see the feedback. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the homie Jay Murder. And I ran down kind of this explanation, and I don't even want to call it an explanation because I feel that Jay Murder does deserve it. You know what I'm saying? But here's why.
I like the matchup personally, but go ahead.
Appreciate that. And here's why. And Jay Murder, I think his image and the perception that the fans have of him has evolved. You know what I'm saying? The Jay Murder that we first started bringing into RBE, remember his first battle was versus Rosenberg Raw, and he had a good mix of, you know, that aggressive and street bully style along with the bars. That wasn't his best performance. But because we believed in his style and his delivery and his voice and everything, because it's so different, we brought him right back, I think, like the card after that versus Mr. Mills. And to me, to this day, that's his top possible performance, if not top 2 performances. Maybe that and him versus Maserati on the Trap House. You know what I'm saying? That battle right there, I think he put on full display his writing ability. And he just he happened to beat a writer that's on this card, which is Mr. Mills. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
And then fast forward, we put him in with one of the best writers of all time, which is JC. And JC won that battle 2-1 in the building from the judges. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not picking a winner, but I'll tell you that, you know, there was a lot of people in the building flipping out as that judgment was coming in the starting 5 series. A lot of people gave that to Jay Murder. And even if you do give it to JC, I think everybody still agrees that it's a close battle. And once again, that's versus one of the top 10s of all time in JC. So he's going up against writers on RBE, and he's either beating them or having close battles with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that he's pushing them and bullying. He didn't bully JC. He didn't bully Mr. Mills. He went ball for ball with these guys. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about RBE is we don't have short memories. You know what I mean? I don't have a short memory. Now, to the fans' credit of the ones that are out there like, we could have probably put XL there, somebody else, boom, boom, boom. I do give them credit on the fact that, yeah, Jay Murder's style has evolved a little bit. It seems that some of his battles, he does get more into the bully shit in a lot of his more recent battles. But I think this is an opportunity for Jay Murder to show, you know, why he would belong on a card like this. I don't think that Jay Murder is going to come to a matchup like this and show that aggressive, overly bully side in a battle like this. And this ain't no inside information. I didn't speak to him about this. This is just my my opinion. This is what I would think on a card like this. So, and if we're seeing the feedback, he's seeing it too.
Yeah.
So I think one of two things is going to happen. I think either he's going to get a matchup like this on a card like this, and he's not going to stand up to that type of test, and people's going to say, so you see RBE, he didn't belong on that card. Or he's going to live up to what we believe in, which is his lyrical ability. He's going to show that, and he's going to be a type of person to come out with the most new fans, because a lot of the other guys on the card, they already meet that expectancy. When you don't meet a certain expectancy and then you prove a lot of people wrong, then that means that you're being put in a situation to really, really thrive. So I think we just put Jay Murder in a situation where he could really, really come out of a battle like this, win or lose. It's just about him showing his talent in a pen battle. So if he comes out and he shows people that, I think all those fans that'll say, don't put Murder on a card like this, will be like, you know what? We fuck with Murder on some right and shit. And that, for him, is a win within itself. So it's about the position that you put the battle in sometimes. And I think that's the position that RBE just put him in. And the rest is now up to Jay Murder.
Would you think it's fair to say this is probably the most slept on matchup on the card?
No. I wouldn't call it slept on. I think that it just puts more of a microscope because people have a certain expectancy of Jay Murder. They just expect him to not live up to a writer's card. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you know, you got people looking at him for that. Then you got people looking at Loso because people fuck with Loso heavy. So I don't think it's slept on. I just think that I think a lot of people more so have their winner already chosen, whereas a lot of the other battles are more debatable. But September 2nd, once again, that's for Loso and Jay Murder to work out. You know, we just put the folks in a position that we believe in, you know, and then the rest is on the battlers come the date of the matchup. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see.
Yeah, with everyone that you have on here, all the matchups you have, dope matchups. How do you come up with the headliner? How do you pick who's gonna be the top villain?
Yeah, I think the possibility of the best back and forth for a card like this, style wise and matchup wise, making the most sense. I think maybe Cannon and Danger Zone deserve that, along with how much work they've put in on RBE and off RBE. And what I mean by that is, on Big Cannon's side, you know, he was on our very first card, New Year Order, that was announced in 2013. You know what I'm saying? The first card of the new year. So Big Cannon is like, he's one of those guys that, you know, I could count maybe one hand, possibly two, if that, you know, how many battlers I fuck with past battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with a lot of these guys, but, like, I really, really respect, you know, Big Cannon at a higher level because of, you know, our dealings, you know, behind the scenes, how he fucks with us, the respect that he has for us. You know, we just really, really built a relationship past battle rap. And I like to extend that back because every time that man's touched the stage, he's brought his A+ game. Yeah. And his talent deserves it as well. You know, he's one of my favorite battle rappers. Yeah, I tell him all the time.
Too. Definitely one.
Yeah, he's literally one. If I ran down a list of all the battlers that I take Big Cannon over, some people would be pissed off because they go based on popularity and name. I go based on overall talent, and I think he's one of those versatile guys that has every weapon. You know what I'm saying? Every weapon, every angle of battle rap, I think he could do it well. Freestyle, rebuttal, charisma, jokes, schemes, bars, aggression. He could do everything. You know what I'm saying? So he's one of my favorite battle rappers, and for all those other reasons, like I said, I think he deserves, you know, the main event on a card like this. And then, you know, his opponent, Danger Zone, that's twofolded. Number one, I respect how much work Danger Zone has put in, and we haven't had a chance to rock with him since the first time he's been on RBE, which was versus Goods. Yeah. You know, he basically evolved crazy. He's one of probably the most improved battlers that we've seen over the last 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? He was up for Battle of the Year. What was that? 2016, 2015, when he was on that crazy run. Yeah. So yeah, and then the other angle, of course, is that block on block vibe. Now I do hear that there's been some shakeup in writer's block. I'm not sure if they still together like that.
Well, I actually just interviewed B Magic, and he said there is no more rap.
Yeah, I hear different things. Like I've spoken to people, and some people say like, "Well, we're still trying to keep it together, and we're gonna try to add new people, new members." And I speak to other people, and they say that shit is over. I don't fuck with this person. Some of the shit has been business. Some of it has been no feelings at all, and some of it has been personal based on who you speak to. So I'm not even sure if we're gonna get some of that in this battle, to be honest. But point being, writer's block, whether they're still a group or not, the initial members still make up for some of the best matches that we've seen, you know, when they battle each other. And there's a testament to those on RBE. We've got the best block-on-block battles. At this point, you really can't top them. You know, we got Daylight versus Oops. We got Big Cannon versus JC. And we got Danny Myers versus Chilla Jones. Those are 3 classics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I look at Big Cannon versus Danger Zone, whether they all still together or not, I look at that as the 4th one. The 4th type of battle that we're going to get like that. So I hope that's enough details for the fans, you know, and why that's the worthy main event on a card like this.
Yeah. Well, you got B Magic coming back after hiatus. Been going
Yeah. Shout out to Magic. Yeah.
He's jumping on versus Born. He told me in our interview he's ready to kill something.
Yeah.
What is your expectation from the battle in general?
I think it's going to be a good battle at worst. At worst, I think it's going to go anywhere from good to great, and if the fans are lucky, we'll get a classic. But we at least expect good. Now, I mean, the thing with B Magic on B Magic's side is like, it wasn't just some like, yo, you want to battle Born? You know what I'm saying? It didn't happen like that. Like, me and B Magic was keeping in touch even while he was retired. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember one time B Magic called me and we didn't talk about battle rap. You know, I can't make shit like this up. Like, he hit me up and I pick up the phone. He's like, nah, you know, I just keep in touch with some of the real ones. And we just had a regular conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how me and B Magic's relationship is. You know what I mean? And then fast forward after that, I think I touched base with him about matches, but it wasn't about a particular battle. I was just seeing if he was really sticking to the retirement thing. Like, oh, what's up? What you doing? You know, I wasn't pressing the issue. And then fast forward again, you know, we was in the middle of putting this card together, and he was like, yo, you know what? You know, I can't go out on a note that I went out on, and I kind of got this itch that I can't, like, I belong in this shit. And we had a serious conversation about that. And, I mean, to summarize that up, like, I think he's taking this 100% serious. And anytime I would say sideboard before B Magic. Anytime B Magic has rocked with RBE, you know, he's never really bullshitted. You know, he had the Sire battle. He had a solid performance. He had the Money Bags battle. He had a solid performance. But now, not only do I expect him to come over here, you know, respecting the platform because we really, really rock with each other, you know, there's other factors now. I don't expect a solid performance. This is his return battle. This is a battle versus another puncher. So he's going to want to prove who's the better puncher. You know what I'm saying? And there's a big microscope on him right now. So that's why I say on his side, good at worst. At worst. And maybe we'll get a classic. And Born's a hungry guy. You know what I'm saying? And I respect Born's talent. He's one of the best punchers out there. He's given us some crazy shit recently. He got the battle with Nun. He got that battle with QP. You know, so we're still seeing recent battles of Born showing, like, why he needs to be on cards like this. So, and then on top of that, Born said it in his trailer. You know, his B Magic trailer. He said, I think I want to make RBE kind of where I permanently, you know, stash my bodies. And these are conversations we're having behind the scenes, you know, about other battles with Born, because I don't think that he gets respected, you know, by leagues the way that he should. But over on this side with RBE, there's a lot of great classic matchups that we can possibly do with Born. If he brings his A-plus game, some of the matchups that we would put him in would just give the fans classics. So, you know, he's got that type of incentive also to show up and go crazy because there's future stuff that we could be talking about. So, I mean, the whole situation that we just be putting some of these battlers in for this card, it's just like, and some of the dealings that we're having, these conversations behind the scenes, it's like, we really might get minimum 2-3 classics out of this card. So it's going down, man. It's going down.
Yeah. QP versus Craig Lamar. I like the
Yeah,
matchup. I definitely like the
yeah.
matchup. The only issue I have here looking at this matchup is, again, I think it's one of those things that's gonna have the replay value. But I think there's a
Mm.
chance that in the building, a few things might go over heads. What do you think?
I think you're always going to have that possibility with QP because that's his style. You know what I'm saying? That is his style. QP is the type person where in regular conversation you might miss his bars because he talks in bars. Like we just dropped that trailer too. Like if y'all don't see that, like go check that out. Sometimes QP literally says bars in regular conversation. You know what I mean? So imagine when he's sitting down writing. He does the shit on purpose. You know what I mean? And that's why he brings it back and slows things down so that we understand and we don't miss shit. Like, the motherfucker really takes this shit to the matrix. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, QP is the type of guy, like Lux, there's a few battlers out there where you know for a fact you're not going to catch everything in the building. But that, to a degree, creates a style clash. You know what I'm saying? They both writers. They both got extremely crazy pens. But it definitely creates a style clash. So I see some fans saying that could be one way in the building and one way on footage. You know, like so that's a good thing too. You know, a battle could take on different forms. That means that they both showed up and they showed out. So I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, I actually like Craig Lamar. Do you guys have beyond this? Do you guys have further plans for him?
Yeah, definitely. Like Craig Lamar knows this when it comes to RBE. Craig Lamar is, you know, like he's got battles coming up on other platforms too. You know what I'm saying? And it's RBE is actually the reason why he has those battles coming up on other platforms. Like we chop things up and we encourage him and we motivate him, you know, to take any opportunities that's going to give him a good look that he thinks and that he believes in. You know what I'm saying? And we wouldn't push him like that even on other platforms. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't believe in, you know, what we have planned for him on our own shit. You know what I'm saying? We're not into blocking battles. I mean, trust me. I know a lot of people might think that that's what happens in the game all day, every day. But over here, you know, we got respect for these people's talent for a reason. So, you know, you're going to see Craig Lamar more and more and more, you know, closing out this year and definitely in 2018. I can't speak for other leagues though, but I know when it comes to RBE, you're gonna probably see some great shit. Like already look at his RBE resume. You know, you got JC, you got Big Cannon, and now you got QP. You know what I'm saying? Just that fast. Those were his first 3 battles on RBE. You know what I mean? So that just shows the amount of respect that we have for him as an artist. And you're gonna see a lot more Craig Lamar on RBE. So shout out to the homie Craig. QP too.
Chiller and Mr. Mills. This is the joint right here. I think could be the sleeper. I don't think. I mean, some of the people I spoke to, they know that this can be a good battle, but I don't think people fully understand, at least in my opinion, how good of a battle this have a potential to be. What's your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, Chilla, depending on who you talk to, could really be labeled, you know, top 10. He goes by King 10.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's always been in those arguments for top writer. I mean, damn near, you know, invented that whole scheme style that we see now. You know what I'm saying? So there's no doubt in what Chilla's going to do on that stage. You know what I mean? And when he came to RB before, it was for a classic. I mean, versus Danny Myers.
Yeah.
So I don't question what Chilla's about to do September 2nd at all. I got a lot of respect for his talent, a lot of respect for his pen. The thing about Mr. Mills, though, is people don't really see Mills as, you know, one of those bigger guys in the game yet. You know, I think he's still building his profile and still earning his respect in certain areas with certain fans. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your profile isn't as big as your talent, but that's where RBE comes in. You know what I'm saying? Because we respect the talent more than we respect profiles over here.
Right.
And I think what Mills is coming off of, you know, some of his previous battles and situations, you know, I see him in his trailer footage, which didn't drop yet. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to the channel. And in some of his comments saying that this battle is redemption for him. You know, and I believe his slogan, you know, the one of the scariest things in battle rap is a focused Mr. Mills. I believe that because we've seen him at his most dangerous. Like if you look at his first round versus JC, or you look at his second round versus Big Cannon, he's one of the most dangerous motherfuckers up there.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So if he brings 3 rounds like that, he can cause havoc for anybody, any battler. So that battle is just another one that's just got ridiculous potential. Ridiculous potential.
Well, when it came to this particular card, is there anybody you reached out to that you tried to get on the card and for whatever reason it didn't happen?
Yeah, there was a lot of discussions around this card because it was floating behind the scenes. You know, people were hearing about it. You know what I'm saying? People were talking about it. You know, remember, battle rap is small. You know what I'm saying? A lot of league owners stay in touch. A lot of battlers talk to each other. Yo, this person just called me, or I got this going on, and you know that battler might call the league, or like all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like Mickey Fax versus JC was discussed.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? JC versus A Ward was discussed. Me and Cortez chopped it up for a second. He had some scheduling shit going on. You know what I mean? So, but point being, that's the reason why we stamped it Volume 1. It's another new RBE series. You know what I'm saying? We put Volume 1 on it for a reason. So you got the XLs out there, you got the Danny Myers, you got the Cortezes, the JCs, the A-Wards, the Mickey Fax, and anybody else that gets big credit for having a pen. You know what I'm saying? Or being a writer. I mean, we want to get those guys on these cards, and we're going to keep it in the small room, too. So, I mean, this card right here, I'm glad that so many people are fucking with it because this is just the first one. And I'm glad that our first one is really kicking it off in a nice way because we didn't even expect, you know, the feedback to be this crazy for this card. We were telling ourselves we're going to get a new series in, have some fun, and really kick it off nice, you know, and then take this to lead into what is already locked in for our next card. But just so happens that, you know, we didn't even want to come close to even starting to promote or announce the next card because fans is really fucking with this September 2nd Writers card so heavy. So we just want to enjoy this September 2nd and hopefully walk away with a few classics.
Definitely. So now, clearly you put out blogs of your own regarding just battles in general, right?
Yeah.
Are you ever in a situation where maybe you're getting backlash from a particular blog because maybe people feel like as a league owner, maybe you shouldn't say certain things about battles?
Nah, I've never gotten that. I mean, you're always gonna have a negative opinion or comment somewhere, but there's a difference between somebody having a negative opinion versus backlash. Backlash is like a wave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wave means like it would be like popular consensus. Like if I had 100 or 1,000 people all hitting me up saying, "Damn, that's fucked up, A.R.P." and I've never gotten that, and I probably never will because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like I had these conversations with other bloggers too, and you can see which ones know how to be respectful and which ones don't. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell. I mean, I fall more into that respectful category. I mean, and I don't care about saying that somebody loses a battle because, you know, that's just regular shit. Somebody wins, somebody loses. And if you can't listen to a blogger saying you lost the battle, then how the fuck you stand up on stage with somebody talking about how many times they're going to kill you, your daughter, your mom, your aunt, and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about saying that somebody won or lost the battle. But what would cause the friction, like I said, is if I was a disrespectful type of person. And I don't use my voice or my channel for that. I mean, technically, it's the biggest subscription-based blogging channel. Technically, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, the RBE channel and the RBE movement just continues to grow. You know, I'll be a blogger that'll be blogging from 100,000 plus subscribed channel. You know what I mean? And I have a lot of respect for my voice and who I am in battle rap. I'm not the type of, that's not my character to get on a channel like that and be like, yo, this person is trash and get him the fuck out of here. And all that. I don't disrespect somebody's talent like that. If I got that much negative shit to say about somebody's battle or performance, then I won't blog on it at all because I don't need the views. I don't need the views. You know what I'm saying? I don't need them extra little views, or you don't even see us jump on There's been a lot of controversial topics I could blog the hell out of. You know, I'm great with topics. You know what I'm saying? We skip them. The only controversy on the RBE channel involves RBE. It's my business. It's our business. You know what I'm saying? You don't see us jumping on other people's shit and disrespecting people and all that shit. So I actually got a lot of battlers that support me as a blogger and fuck with me as a blogger. You talk to them, and they'll tell you who they fuck with and who they don't.
A little conversation I've been having with a few guys. In general, I'm just gonna say like this event here. I will be in the building actually in a little
Salute.
while. I'm actually going in a few minutes. I'm going to go purchase my stage pass.
Salute, salute.
When it comes to people purchasing tickets, and I'm not talking about RBE and
Yeah,
just pointing it at. I'm talking about across battle rap.
yeah.
With the popularity of pay-per-view and on demand, do you feel like, and you as a league owner, you can answer this from whichever angle you feel is the right way, and that's the conversation that's been with myself and a few other people in battle rap saying there's some people who feel like after they pay for certain tickets, especially big events, they feel like they should have an opportunity at the video on demand without an extra charge. What is your take on that?
I've never actually heard that before, but I think you could stand on both sides. I think you could stand on both sides.
All right, y'all, to finish off A.R.P's answer. All right, y'all, to finish off A.R.P's answer, what he was saying was, as far as the video, if you purchase a ticket and people feel like maybe they should be able to get the video on demand or the pay-per-view for free, what he's saying is, if you go and you buy your favorite rappers or your favorite artist or actor of anything like that, he's like, if you go and you purchase their movie or you purchase their CD or whatever the case, he said, you don't get a ticket to go watch them perform. That's not how it works. It's two different experiences. You know, when you're buying a ticket to go to the venue, you're paying for that experience, to be there live, the energy. And I agree with him as far as it is a big difference between being there and watching it on video on demand. And they are, like he was explaining, it's two different businesses, two different pieces of the business. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, some people don't show up to the venue at all. They're actually paying for the experience of watching it on the video on demand, which, as he said, the video on demand is available 24 hours after the event. When that happens too, remember this, the event is September 2nd, 2017. I will be putting the video on demand link on here also down in the description box, so make sure you check that out. I will also put A.R.P's, if you don't have it, his Instagram name, where you can find him on Instagram, on Twitter, and the links could be there too, so you can always hit those links. And the same thing for buying the tickets, the links will be there. So, I understand where he's coming from, where, hey, you pay for one thing, we can't give you everything. That's just not part of the deal, and I can understand that, especially from a business standpoint, because you got to understand something too. What they make off the video on demand too, has a lot to do with them recouping what they spent for the event. And if you understand anything about promoting, let alone business in general, is whatever money you put out, you want to hope to at least break even. If not, the great thing, who doesn't want to profit? Not saying they do that for a profit, not saying they just all about the money, but that just, is realistic in business. That's what business is. Whatever I put out, I want to make sure I'm able to at least get back. So, anyway, again, follow us. Instagram at JLegend100, Twitter at JLegend100. Please make sure you subscribe right here on YouTube, Battle Rap Opinions. Make sure you comment. I want to hear everybody's opinion on this, and of course, I greatly appreciate if you're able to share this. I'll see you the night of the event. If you're there, if you're in the building, I'll see you then. Salute.